Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Kishalay. So first of all, sorry that I couldn't give any video for last 1 week because I was busy with a paper submission. So that's why I didn't have any time to make a video and upload. So sorry for that. Looking forward, I'll be uploading video regularly. Now coming to today's video, in this particular video, I'm going to talk about that, how much CGPA matters if you are going for Mtech at IISc. Now, to give a brief background that when I joined IISc in our orientation class, most of the professors told us that, CGPA doesn't matter. You shouldn't go for your grades and all. You should always focus on learning part. So learn as much as possible because you are in the number one institution in the country. So use this opportunity to learn as much as possible, enhance your skill set, and learn from the experts and all the professors. So you should not focus on the grade. You should focus on the learning part. Even we talked with our senior batch students, they also told us the same thing that you are here, so you have to learn as much as possible. CGPA doesn't matter. So initially I took it a bit seriously. I was thinking maybe places like IISc, grade doesn't matter. You should focus on the learning part and you shouldn't be bothered about the grades. But reality was far from these things. I mean, the reality was something different. And in this particular video, I'm going to talk about that how grade is important even if you are doing a MTech from IISc or some IIT. So grade is important and how it affects in your journey for the MTech. That I'm going to discuss in this particular video. So without further ado, let's get started to this video. First of all, CGPA will help you to get a good internship in some good company. So like in IISc, the interview for the internship happened in the January. That means in the starting of the second semester. So you have just done just one semester and maximum 3 to 4 subjects you have completed, and you are not expert in any domain. Like in the first semester in IISc, mostly people take algorithms, some probability linear algebra course, and some system course like that. And those subjects are not anything that will actually show you that you are expert in some domain like system or intelligence system kind of thing. And suppose you are appearing for a data scientist position or data scientist intern position in a data science company, by that time when you are appearing for the interview, you don't have any idea for the ML or any other AI related topics. So company can't ask you anything specific to that specialized domain. So they will ask you questions from the DSA, and most of the time they will choose you based on your CGPA. And that is a sad reality, but that happens in the company, that whenever they can't choose, they just look for the CGPA. So CGPA will help you to get a good internship in some good company. Now next is that if you won't have a good CGPA, you won't have the opportunity to work under a guide of your interest. Now like in IISc, like for MTech project, you have to choose a guide of whatever topic you are interested in. Now when you are going for a particular guide to show your interest that I want to work under you. So if that guide is working in some hot area like AI or machine learning, so then there will be huge competition. Like in IISc there are 4 to 5 professors are there who are working in AI and ML domain, and per year they used to take 3 to 4 students. But everybody, almost 80% student of MTech batch wants to work in AI ML domain. So like per professors, the number of applicant is almost 10, and they are willing to take 3 or 4 students. So you can understand there is a huge demand, but supply is less. And in that case, if you are going to apply for the professor, you want to work, like if you have seen that his lab is very good, there are a lot of research work is going on, and you want to really work under him for your MTech project, then you have to compete with the other students. And if like 10 to 15 people are working are applying to that particular professors, most of the time he used to look at the CGPA and choose 3 or 4 students, because he is also helpless and he doesn't have any other metric to choose who is better than whom, because most of the time he doesn't know that particular student, or maybe he don't have any other metric to choose. So that's why like if you are really interested to work a professors of your choice, and if he is like in high demand at IISc that everybody is applying under him, then CGPA is the only thing that can save you. Now CGPA helps you to get a better company in the placement as well. So like many of the companies used to shortlist the people for direct interview based on their CV, and one of the primary things they looked at your CV is your CGPA. And even the final decision sometimes is based on your CGPA only. Like I remember one of the company I appeared in my placement, so like they shortlisted me based on my CV, and there was like 4 rounds. So I cleared all the 3 rounds, and finally in the final round we were like 5 or 6 people, and they finally chose 2 people, and one was from CSE department, he was the topper of CSE department, and other was from the CDS department, and she was topper in the department. So whenever there is a close call, or like the company has to choose few people among 5 or 6, so they used to look for the better CV or better CGPA. So it's always helpful, or always you are in a better place if you have a better CGPA than the others. Finally, CGPA will help you if you are looking for a PhD position after your Mtech. I mean, if you are going for applying in the abroad, CGPA is one of the crucial criteria that you have to meet. And if you're targeting for a good college at abroad, and if you have a very low CGPA, your chance is pretty less, because most of the people who are applying, they will have a very good grade. And even though you have a lot of papers and all, but CGPA is a crucial criteria that you have to meet. So always it is better that if you have a very good CGPA, if you are looking for a PhD at abroad. Even in India also, like all of the IITs, they have a cutoff, like I think in IIT Madras the cutoff is pretty high, like 8 or 8.5. So if you are thinking of doing PhD also in India, then also you should have a very good CGPA. Otherwise, even in India also, you will not get a call for the interview. So that is very serious thing. And I think if you are really looking for a PhD also, please keep in mind that you should have a CGPA like at least around 8.5 or more than that. So that is like, these are the cases where CGPA helps you like a lot. I mean, I will say that you will be in a better position if you have a CGPA like around 8.5 or more than that. Like I personally have a CGPA of 8.5, and I somehow maintain it throughout my career. Like my CGPA was around 8 throughout my 2 years of Mtech, and finally I got a good grade in my project, so it raised up to 8.5. So that actually helps me. And that what I initially was telling, that many of the people will tell you that CGPA doesn't matter, you are here to learn and all. Just ask that person what is your CGPA. I can guarantee you that particular person either has a very good CGPA, like his CGPA is like 9 plus, so he doesn't care because he is too good that he is getting good CGPA very easily. Or maybe that person doesn't have a CGPA, like his CGPA like 6.9 or maybe 7 around. So he is struggling himself in the getting the CGPA. That's why he's saying that CGPA doesn't matter. So I'll say that you should always focus on having a decent CGPA at least, if not the good one. And specifically in IISc, getting CGPA is very hard. Like it's very hard to score 8 in any of the courses in IISc, because in IISc professor generally don't give good score to many students. So that's why scoring in IISc is a bit hard. So you have to work really hard to get a good score. And maybe in the coming videos I'll share that how was my strategy to maintain a decent score throughout my career. So that's it. I mean, and I think almost in all the IITs also there is, getting CGPA is not that good. You have to work really hard. So please, if you are going for a Mtech, please keep in mind that you should always maintain a decent CGPA, so that you'll be having a benefit in all the cases, like getting a good guide, getting a good company for job or internship. So that will help you. Yeah, that's it guys, that's it about today's video. So I hope this video will be helpful for all the future aspirants who will be joining IITs or IISc in coming days, and they can take a proper steps accordingly as per the information I have given in this particular video. So if you like the video, please like it and share it with many other people, so that they will get benefited from this particular video. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe my channel and help me to grow this particular channel. And if you want me to make any particular video, so please please write it down in the comment section, so that I can make the video as soon as possible. So that's it about today's video. I'll be meeting in the next video. Until then, bye.